That's fine. Hi. Let's do that one. Okay. Hi guys, how are you? How's it going? My hair looks crazy. My hair looks crazy today. All right. I just wanted to like hang out and have breakfast with you guys and talk to you. I look like I'm demented right now. My The camera that I'm seeing on my laptop is like the inverse. So when I move one way, the camera is the opposite. So I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to have breakfast with you guys, hang out with you guys. I wanted to go look up a couple things on what's been going on with Wendy Usefo and Eddie and all that stuff. I wanted to talk to you guys about what you're thinking about Vanderpump Rules, how you guys are feeling about that, and just hang out and chill. And then tell you guys also to go check out my newest video that I posted. I actually did a actual video. I edited something. It was a Christmas miracle. Um, and I posted it, and it's about how to make the perfect Real Housewives franchise. So go watch that. I worked very hard. I think it's really good overall. And if you like it, like, share, subscribe, agree with it, tell me in the comments who your favorite housewives are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm having a Yoplait yogurt raspberry, the best kind. Okay, don't get it twisted. I've been on and off sick for, I'm not joking, I think a month now, and I'm kind of over it. So because I was sick, I also had, uh, I wasn't able to keep any of like my medications down that I normally take. So now I am currently dealing with anxiety medication withdrawals, which is, if anybody's ever gone through that, it's just great. So I'm dealing with that right now and trying to worm my way out of this experience of hell on earth. Um, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm actually losing my marbles. Did you guys see Jenna Marbles' dog died? I'm so sad Marbles died. I'm so sad. He was so old though. He's like 17, I think, or some shit like that. It was crazy. Um, Once I'm done filing this nail, I popped a nail, so I'm gonna do my nail while we're sitting here. Um, but I'm gonna have my yogurt, and then I'm gonna have a sip of ginger ale, and I think we're gonna be good to go. I'm not sure, but I think we're gonna be good to go. If you're part of the replay crew, hey, how are ya? Comment, like, subscribe, do all the fun things. We're just hanging out here. I like to try and do one live a week on this channel. Um, Emphasis on try. I am still navigating and learning my schedule now because luckily for me, both of my children are now in school, which means mommy has more time on her hands to do what she wants. So, in between working, because I work from home, if you guys didn't know that, in between working from home, I can now do more of what I want to do, which is this, and talk to you guys about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So my goal is to do one live a week minimum on this channel, um, and then one edited video a week on this channel. That is my 2026 goal. And then hopefully I can get this like in a good rhythm. This is the problem when you have ADHD is you get over ambitious and you get really excited about doing stuff and then you end up doing too much. And I'm trying really hard to not be over ambitious and to be very realistic and like I don't live in real. Like and that is on both sides. Like I don't live in the real world when it comes to good things or bad things. Everything in my brain is like overemphasized and negative or positive. And so I have to like remind myself to like chill the fuck out and like calm down a little bit. So my goal for 2026 is get myself like a good rhythm going once both of my kids are like fully settled into school and get a good rhythm going with how I want to operate this channel. And like I said, do one live a week and have it be like scheduled. So like people know like Sam's going live on this day. Like the one thing I love about a lot of the creators that I watch that do live is like it's scheduled. Like they tell you like I go live on this at this time every single day. Like Hassan Piker is one of my favorite content creators, and I follow him, and it's the same shit every single day. It's same time, same place every single day, and I like that. Um, Emily, Emily D. Baker is a lawyer on here. She live streams. Hers are the same thing. She's like, I live stream on these days. This is what time. Blah 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 blah. Tati Westbrook, who I don't think I follow Tati on here, but I know she does lives on her channel, and she schedules those. And everybody knows that Tati goes live on these days, and it's like that's what I want. I want to have that for you guys, so it's like a rhythm, for you guys to know, like, Sam is live on these days. We're going to talk about this stuff on these days, and that's what we're going to do. And then I want to do one video a week where I, edit it, work hard for it. And because you guys seem to, I get good feedback when I do my videos. When I do like my talking to camera, edited down pictures and stuff videos, you guys really like those. So I want to keep doing them. I want to keep making those. And I have so many fun ideas that I want to do. It's just doing it and getting I'm trying to get my new normal under control. It's very weird to not have my children in my house right now while I'm like just sitting here talking to you guys. It's weird. So, uh, I have a mm, you can't have my little um I have a podcast. If you guys don't know my podcast, it is called The World's on Fire podcast. It's a pop culture podcast where we talk about whatever we want because the world is on fire. So we will talk about whatever we want. So you can go to the link in my bio and check that out. But that is, hold on, I'm just posting this live so I can share it. That is on the link in the bio, so you can go check that out. It's really fun. It's me and my sibling. We talk about, like I said, whatever we want because the world's on fire. We're all gonna die. Our government is in shambles. Like, why don't we just talk about whatever the hell we want? And we start season 2, hopefully in January is the goal. So we will be starting that up very, very soon. We are very excited. We're gonna be talking about so much stuff because we've been on a little hiatus for like 2 months now. Um, there's a lot of health stuff, a lot of family stuff that's been going on. So we were like, you know what, let's just end season 1 with Halloween and we'll be back at a later date. So, um, no, come bang out. Come hang out. Live Real Housewives reality TV. Reality TV, baby. And then I recently, so this is where I'm gonna start this is where I have to be careful, where I'm gonna start overdoing myself. This is what happens. Um, okay, well, kiss my ass. This is where I get a little crazy I is when I start doing too much. It's a problem that I have. And one of the things that I know I will be doing too much is I really, really wanted to start a political channel this year. Um, and I really want to start an actual YouTube channel, but I know I can't be doing that. That's too I'm doing that is too that's too much right now. Like, I'm doing too much. So I have my Instagram account, I have my TikTok account that I do that off of, and I'm gonna focus on doing that. But the long-term goal is to turn that into something. So if you are into politics, you can check that out. It's called Mainstream Politics. Maine is spelled like the state because that's where I'm from. So my plan is to go over there. Come visit. Mm, 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 mm. Ba, 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 ba. Whoa, and all the caps. Because I love politics. I love politics. I don't know why I love politics. I think it's because it's just crazy town 24/7, and, I think politics reminds me a lot of, Real Housewives and all that shit. It reminds me so much of all that type of drama and stupidity, and so I think that's why I like it so much is because it's just drama all the time. Right now, obviously, is scary drama, but, oh my god, there's no way that's a real photo. There's no way that's a real photo. This is oh my god, I have so many thoughts and opinions. I can't even talk about it. I need to talk about it on, like, my actual political account, not this one, because I'm asking for it. I'm really asking for problems if I'm gonna start getting all up in this shit, okay? Um, let's do this one, reality TV. Live now, come chat. Oh my god. I love having meals because I feel better. Um, pure. I love having meals because they make me feel prettier. Like, yeah, but I hate them because at the same time, I literally cannot like function and operate certain things, and that drives me insane, and it makes me mad, and it adds to my ADHD fueled passions. Um, so I get a little sassy, little pissed sometimes. All right. Where last place I have to post is on Instagram. Oh, cute. My favorite creators got married. I love marriage. Well, I love my marriage, but let's see. Link in the bio. God, people don't like. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not trying to say being an influencer. First of all, I'm not an influencer, but I'm not trying to say being an influencer is a hard job. But I will say mentally, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that they don't talk about and they don't show you. Like, we're doing a lot. I can't wait for Tell Me Lies to come back. Oh, I'm so excited for Tell Me Lies. Oh, I love that show so much. I'm trying to think what else is going on. I have so I told you guys about my political channel. I told you about my um podcast. I think that's it. But I'm gonna try to make sure my main focus is this channel this year because I really know that I can do a lot with it. And now that I have the time to have a lot to do with it, I want to do something with it. So I'm going to. Um, I got my little background going. It's a work in progress. It's not perfect. I'm pretty sure this picture, like over here, is gonna fall off the wall. It is what it is. I got some pictures I'm gonna put up, kind of like over here. Sorry, over here that I want to do. I'm gonna also get some lights and all kinds of cool stuff. The camera quality might not get much better. I have a couple different camera options. We'll see which ones work and which ones don't work. Um, but I have to make sure I have all the shit for it first. Um, but yeah, I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited to see where we go with this. So just look out for 2026 for something a little bit more regular. Again, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm hoping by February I have like a good like cadence to everything is the goal because hopefully by then both of my sons will be full time. Only one of them is full time at school, the other one is not. So just trying to figure that out right now. So we'll see. Okay, let's get to chatting about what's going on in the world. And the best way to do that is we gotta go to Reddit. We gotta go to Reddit, babe. Did you guys know that I was a singer? Did you guys know that I'm a professional singer? You didn't? You do now, motherfuckers. Okay, there we go. Now I can see everything. All right, let's see. So, I wanna know what's going on here. Oh my god, I saw a thing today about Lala talking about how she misses being on Vanderpump Rules, and she misses everybody, and, like, even, like, her arguments with, like, Tom Sandoval, she misses those, blah, 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 and I'm like, "Girl, you coulda kept that." Like, you could have kept that, but you chose to act like a fool and be a horrible friend, and now you don't have the show anymore. It's like one of those things where it's like, "Girl, like, you coulda kept having a show, but you and Sheena and the Toms all fucked it up, and you ruined it." It's like, god damn. Sometimes I just wanna be like, "Girl, you made this, now you gotta sit in it." I don't know what the hell to tell you. Um, so we got oh, and then Tom Sandoval was at some stupid ass, whack ass show, and oh, that's fun. Um, and was talking shit about Katie. I'm like, "Girl, do you have nothing to talk about? You literally have nothing to talk about. I don't understand." Are you guys enjoying the new season of Vanderpump Rules? Because I am, and I feel bad for saying that, but I am. But I am. I actually am enjoying it. I will say the more that Lisa Vanderpump is off of my screen, the more I like it. I don't, as you guys, if you've followed me long enough, you know I'm not a big Lisa Vanderpump fan. I think she is a very toxic human being, but here I am, watching it. Okay, what were we looking for? We were looking for Real Housewives of Potomac. I want to know more about Wendy's shit. Because so if you guys didn't know, Wendy, and Eddie, who are on Real Housewives of Potomac, they were arrested, for fraud, essentially. Um, and they had a hearing, and they were denied a couple things, and so they're gonna be having some problems. There's gonna be a lot of problems. So this is off of Reddit. Um, Let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. There's nothing on there that's like can I like identify me. I just look at them like there's my home address and everything. So this is from Reddit, and it says, "What a day! I attended Wendy and Eddie Usefo's hearing this morning. The hearing concerned a motion to squash subpoenas seeking the Usefo's business bank records from 10 different financial institutions covering a period of approximately 8 years. The prosecution argued they have evidence of the Usefo's acquiring items they claim were stolen going back to 2010, and asserted there is a pattern of purchasing luxury goods and then returning them. As part of that argument, they referenced the existence of 67 credit, debit, and store credit cards found in the residence. That's wild. That is a lot of credit cards. That is a lot of credit cards. That is a lot of debit cards. You don't need 67. Also, how in the actual F are you allowed to open 67 credit cards? I don't think you're allowed to. Even if you split that in half, there's no fucking way they're letting you do 30 credit cards. There's no way. Um, the prosecution also stated that the Yosefos received approximately $25,000 before other insurance companies were notified of multiple claims. I'm gonna try to see if I can make this bigger. I need to like zoom in or some shit. I am I'm blind. Let's see. The defense pushed back, arguing this was an attempt to embarrass the Yosefos and portray them as being in financial distress in order to manipulate motive. Defense counsel also argued the state failed to show any nexus between the business accounts and the alleged fraud. Additionally, the defense stated there is no evidence that pseudonyms were used in any financial transactions. Hey, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you commit credit card fraud. Is you change your name. multiple times, and then you hope they don't catch you. Which guess what, guys? They do. They will always catch you. So don't do it. Just don't do it. They always catch you. Additionally, the defense stated that there is no evidence that the pseudonyms, blah, 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 though they acknowledged pseudonyms were used for package deliveries at the home. So you do know how to use a pseudonym. You do know how to use one. Cool, cool, cool. Both sides cited case law in support of their respective positions. The judge stated he would review the rulings presented before issuing a decision on the motion to squash. A ruling was expected today, if not already been issued. Trial is currently scheduled for April in 2026. The judge spent the first portion of the hearing emphasizing the phones, recordings, and photographs in the courtroom would result in contempt of court charges. I'm pretty sure that they did not win this. All right, let's see. Let's read this. This looks interesting. I realize why Wendy Eddy's alleged crime is hitting different. Okay, so I'm not one of those people who is automatically offended by people I don't know committing crimes. Probably because I was a public defender for 10 plus years. I don't believe a human being is summed up by their best or their worst actions. However, Wendy's and Eddie's alleged criminal misconduct has been bugging me and irritating me, and I just realized why. Wendy came onto the show, in my opinion, acting like she's smarter than everyone else just because she has a doctorate. And I think you have to think on some level you're smarter than everyone else to pull an alleged crime this stupid, because who would file insurance claims for items already returned and or photographed afterwards unless you truly believe that you are slick Rick over here and are above getting found out? This is why I think one of two things. Okay, either one, Wendy is a horrible human being, which happens all the time. These reality stars, they come on these shows, we think we love them, we think they're amazing, and then they do stupid shit. It happens all the time. Okay, every franchise has this problem. Okay, every franchise has gone through this. It is what it is. Okay, it's par for the course. Option number two, which I don't like this option because it means something else that I don't like, which I will say. Option number two is that Eddie did all this, because we've seen that before too, where the women are married to men that do stupid shit. They stay with them, they support them, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And what that tells me, that makes me sad, because that also tells you that if that's true, that it does not matter how smart you are, how beautiful you are, how educated you are, blah, 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 blah. If you love a man, they will ruin your life. And it happens all the time, even to the most smartest, educated, beautiful, just wonderful women. Even they get caught up in some bullshit. And so that's me giving grace to Wendy until I see otherwise. Only because I have watched this story. I've seen this one before, and I didn't like the ending. Okay, seen this story before. We've seen it. We've seen it many times. We saw it with Teresa. Okay, multiple times we've seen this with Teresa. Unfortunately, okay. Some would agree or disagree that we saw this with Erica Girardi, Erica Jane. Okay, we saw this too, where. And if you guys want to know my quick opinion about the Erica situation, I think Erica did know something. I didn't think she knew how big and bad of the situation it was. That's my opinion. Is I think she knew enough in the sense of she knew she was reaping benefits of something, but I don't think she knew exactly what. Does that make sense? Like that's the vibe I got. Oh, sorry. Sorry if you're not into neck cracking. Um, I have to do it, otherwise I'll go crazy. Yeah, that's kind of my opinion on that. But they that's me giving grace to Wendy, to be honest with you. Because we've also seen the other side of it where we've seen people like Jen who purposely on their own choose to be horrible people and do horrible, horrible things. So it could be one or the other. And this isn't even that horrible necessarily. It's just to be completely honest with you, I just think credit card fraud is so stupid because it's more likely than not you're going to get caught because there's an electronic paper trail following your ass around. But what do I know? So it's a superiority complex that made me dislike Wendy from the jump, which I'm We'll talk about that in a minute. And it's the superiority complex of engaging in such a brazenly weak and sloppy illegal hustle, thinking you're outsmarting everyone, that makes me dislike her now. Mind you, also, Eddie's a fucking lawyer. Okay? Hi. Now they are entitled to due process and the presumption of innocence via the Fifth and 14th Amendment, of course. Why did I say amendment like that? Amendments? But the sheriff's press conference the day after they were arrested painted a picture of extremely methodical and intentional police work. Trust me, chill. I'm the first to call out shoddy police work, lol. This was not some amateur hour sloppy ass investigation, it would appear. If they conducted an investigation like the one carefully described at that press conference and in the indictment, when Wendy and Eddie better take a cue from Karen's mistake, oh, yeah, that's right, Karen too, and hire a criminal defense, not civil, and take a plea bargain for as little time as they can negotiate. Don't pull a Karen and take this case to trial. It's hard to reason that the police, insurance companies, and the department store returns records were all just tripping. And I agree with you 100%, Redditor. I will say this again. I think credit card fraud is one of the dumbest frauds to do because there is so much paper trail attached to those things that it is very, very, very hard to not get caught eventually. Not immediately, but eventually it is really hard to not get caught eventually. Eventually something triggers the system, and once the system's triggered, it's done and over with. Like it's gone, it's out of here. Okay. So the Osefos have to really be careful with this, and I encourage Wendy to also be careful with this. Now, let me talk about the whole entitlement thing because this is from a white woman's perspective, okay? So walk with me. Wow, women! I saw the Jonas Brothers. Isn't that fun? I'll talk about that in a minute. I saw the Jonas Brothers, and they were so good. Um, so when I first saw Wendy come on the screen, the first thing I thought to myself was, "Oh my god, she's so entitled. She never shuts up about her doctorates and all these things and whatever." And then I had to take a quick step back and go, "Shut the fuck up. Don't be judging women, just women in general." And then on top of that, don't why are we judging black women for being educated? I'm not really understanding that part. So that part felt very much like I think we all need to take a TV time out and maybe not judge Wendy for overcompensating in those ways because I think I think minorities, and I am technically one, which is fucking weird to say as a white woman, but I'm a woman, so technically I think that makes I have a minority stake in something. I don't fucking know. I don't know how this all works, but I'm a woman. Okay. So I at least understand the concept of like working from under to have to work your way up. Okay. And sometimes you do. You have to overcompensate on certain things to really prove the point that, like, I'm that bitch. Pay attention to me. Listen to me. I am telling you this is the right thing to do, or I'm right, or blah, 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 blah. And yeah, you do sometimes, you have to overcompensate. And it's annoying. And we shouldn't have to do that. As women, we shouldn't have to do that. And as black women, you shouldn't have to fucking do that. So when I first saw Wendy on screen, I gave her a lot of grace with that. I was like, you know what? I judged you, but I'm going to give you a lot of grace because guess what? Grace is deserved, especially to black women. They deserve the most grace out of a lot of people on this planet, honestly, really. And so I'm like, okay, let's keep watching, let's keep learning, let's keep participating in the process here, okay? And then I will say one of Wendy's personality traits that I don't like is that she does come off very, very snarky, like very, I'm better than you vibe. And I think some of that comes from wanting to, again, overcompensate because you've had to work your way up so much and you've had to prove yourself so much that you almost always have to overcompensate and overspeak for yourself. And that's I think that's a learned behavior, and I think that sometimes like sticks inside of you and it's hard to unlearn that behavior. um but I also do think at times Wendy does think she's better than everybody. And it's like, Wendy, girl, you're no better than anybody. Like, legit. Like, I know people that have no college education, barely got out of high school, and they're some of the smartest people I know. And they're so well versed. They know so much about the world. They are very smart people. and life just handed them a shit sandwich, and they didn't get to go through the process like they maybe wanted to, you know? And that happens, and I just feel like Wendy's just she fucks it up for herself sometimes. I have this love-hate relationship with her, where half the time I enjoy her, I find her to be really funny, I find her to be very, very smart, very intelligent. I love some of the, quick whips she gives when she's on the show, and also when she's been on the news. I've seen her on, you know, news outlets before, and I think she's very smart, she's very good at what she does. But at the same time, we see all the time people that think they are, you know, above the system, or they think they can work the system because they're so smart, because they know so much, because they think they know all these things. And then we also don't know like the backstory as to why they did this. Like, I would like to know if this comes out that this is true, that it's proven that this is true. Number one, I'm gonna be mad because, girl, don't lie. Just admit it, and you'll get a lesser sentence, and we can all move on with our lives. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, but, you know, if this all comes out as true, I wanna know why. Like, why do that? Why? I mean, you're not it doesn't sound like they were stealing from it's not like Jen's situation where, like, she was stealing from, like, elderly people, and they're, like, fucking 401(k)s and stuff. They're stealing from, like, credit card companies, which, honestly, capitalism, like, screw off, like, go off, sis. But at the same time, like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And you can't present yourself, you and your husband, as these upper echelon people in your community. And I know this person, I know that person. I'm in everybody's room. I know everything. You can't present yourself as this type of person. But then behind the scenes, you're a criminal, allegedly, a criminal. Like, you can't do that. Like, we see it all the time. But you're not supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's really, really hard. So, you know, I just wanna know more information. I wanna know more about what's going on. I wanna know why, if it comes out that this is proven, which I'm sorry, this is one of those situations where they're gonna be able to prove if it's true or not, in one way or another. Like, you picked the wrong fucking crime. Like, I will never understand why people do crimes that involve a paper trail. Why are you doing a crime that involves a paper trail? I will never understand that. It will never make any sense to me. It is a man thing, in my opinion. I think men are just. And if you're offended by that, that means you're one of the bad ones. If you're like my husband and you're not offended by that, keep listening. You're having a great time. That always cracks me up when men are like, "Oh my god, how can you just generalize like that?" Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, if you're not a bad guy, you wouldn't be offended by it. Because I say stuff like that all the time, and my husband's never offended because my husband's not a piece of shit. So, but then you see other men that are like, I can't believe you would say something like that. That's crazy. And I'm like, why are you offended by it? Do you do that? If you don't do that, you shouldn't be mad. Move along. When people say crazy shit about women and it doesn't apply to me, I don't get mad about it. I'm like, yeah, that sucks. These bitches sound horrible. Like, people say stuff about white women all the time. Hey, Noah. People say crazy shit about white women all the time. 99% of it I don't listen to. Why? Because I don't act like that. Because I don't behave like white women that behave like that. So I'm not offended when I've had people in my community, like followers of mine, talk negatively about white women to me in my DMs and have been like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I don't mean you." And I go, "I'm not offended. You can talk negatively about white women. White women fucking suck. We're horrible. We are not good. We suck. White men suck ass. They're awful." Okay? But I know me, and I know I'm not doing these things that they're talking about, so I don't get offended. I'm not upset. It doesn't bother me because I'm not crazy like them. I I might have had a couple of moments in my past, but as of recently, I feel like I'm a very nice lady. So yeah, I don't act like a fucking loser, so it doesn't offend me. Have you read the Top Model book? Which one? Like individual top model, or like an individual cast member, or like the thing? America's Top Model was shocking. I should watch those videos. I should rewatch those. Horrible. Shocking. Shocking if true. I'm gonna add that to my list of video ideas, even though everybody and their mother's done it. So I'll have to find a different, like, idea, but rewatch America's Next Top Model. So that's the update on Wendy's situation. It's by Sarah Hurston. She talks about the experience on the show. I don't think I've ever heard a positive experience about that show. Not one. I don't think I've heard one positive experience about that television program. I think every single woman, because I didn't watch the male seasons where they had, I think they had, didn't they have like men and women one season? They had a all male season. I have no idea. That show hasn't been on for a while, but I used to watch like the OG seasons of America's Next Top Model. Please explain to me how I watched those OG seasons. Like I watched Next Top Model. Like I grew up on that shit. And tell me how, as a plus size woman, I love myself, I love my body, and I don't hate myself. How I will never, my mom jokes around all the time. She's like, I don't understand how you grew up like liking yourself. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. I am so delusional. I get that from my father. My father is delusional like me. Like we just love ourselves and I don't know what to tell you. I love myself. Like I'm not perfect. I don't have like not everything's like peaches and roses and whatever, but like I like myself and I think I'm very beautiful. And if you don't, Tyra treated those girls, especially girls who looked like Naomi Campbell, so bad. Girl, not Naomi Campbell. Not Naomi Campbell. She is the devil. Naomi Campbell is the devil. She is Naomi. Why nobody wants to check in on Naomi Campbell and her shenanigans is literally beyond me. This woman is the devil. That woman is the devil incarnated. Sorry. No, Tyra treated those women horribly. My favorite Tyra videos, though, if we want to talk about like Tyra, not the show, my favorite clips of her are anything to do with the Tyra Banks show. The Tyra Banks show was fucking gold for the time. Controversial? Yes. Massively inappropriate? Yeah. Okay. Made horrible choices all the time? Yeah, she did. All the time she did. Okay. But damn, was that show good. It was like bad good, like camp. Okay. There are so many videos of her doing the most ridiculous shit. There's the one everybody talks about. Oh my God, the Beyonce one. Beyonce, say Beyonce. Everything had to do Beyonce at the end of it when she would ask her a question in the interview. And that's when Beyonce was like, I'm never fucking doing interviews ever again. That's when Beyonce said, I I don't do interviews anymore. Thanks, Tyra. It's all your fault. And then if you guys watch my podcast, Megan and I did an episode talking about this. And there's an episode of the Tyra Banks show where Tyra pretends she has rabies and she comes out to the audience and she's like, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Tyra Banks show. Blah, blah, blah. And then she's all of a sudden like, I'm sorry, I got bit by a dog the other day when I was walking my dog, blah blah blah. And then I was just like, she starts pretending that she has rabies and she doesn't tell anybody. She doesn't tell the person that she's interviewing. She doesn't tell the audience. So the person she's interviewing is let me see if I can find the clip. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it because I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Hold on. You guys don't understand. This is the funniest shit you will ever watch. If you're not watching this live and you're watching the replay crew, girl, you're about to see something incredible. Okay, I don't care. I just want to watch Tyra Banks rabies. Is that what it is? Videos. How am I not signed in? I have an account. What's going on right now? Get out of here. Okay, hold on. I have to apparently sign in to TikTok, which is so stupid. I don't know what that's about, but here we are. Let me just get the nuke code here. Oh. All right, what does this say? This says All right, hold on. Logged in. Come on. Show me the video. Okay, are you guys ready? You're not ready for this. I don't think you're gonna be able to see. You're not gonna be able to hear anything, but you can at least watch it. And that.
Bit me. I had to get
Okay, so let
rushed
me
to the
commentate here.
hospital, and then they tested
So
me, and the dog has
she's
rabies,
talking
and I
about
had to get a
how
shot.
her
Thank
dog,
God it's not 20 years ago. I'm
rabies,
just
dog got
thirsty. So can
bit,
we
blah
possibly
blah
take a picture
blah.
of this?
I'm thirsty. I'm just gonna need a
Tears for the men.
second. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm drinking water. And then she's going up to she's going up to this she's going to do an interview, okay? And note the interviewer is not in on this joke. Okay, so now she starts pretending to foam at the mouth. The interviewer is like, the interviewee is like, what is going on? Oh my god! Everybody in the audience is happening. She's like barking and going at this girl and biting her arm, and she's like, "What's going on? What's going on? Oh my god, what's going on?" Blah 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 blah. Shenanigans, shenanigans, and then she starts barking at the camera, and then everybody starts realizing this is a joke. This is stupid. And then it's like,
I'm not 100% today. A friggin' dog bit me.
She is
I had to get rushed.
crazy for that. Crazy to do that. Insane. She did one where she pretended to be like I think fat at one point because she was like, I'm not fat, and like wore a bikini and was like all about that. She's not fat. Tyra Banks is not fat. Just FYI, in case anybody gives a shit. Tyra Banks was not at that time. Isn't now, I think, either. A large person. She's just a very tall woman, like with curves. Like, shocking. Um, she just would do the craziest shit, the craziest interviews. And Top Model, everybody's seen it. You know, the whole like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Like, everybody's seen that. Everybody's seen that Tyra thing. Tyra was like, Tyra and Wendy were like, they're on the same like wavelength. Like, I sometimes when I'm sad, I will just watch Wendy Williams compilations to bring my spirits back up because that woman is literal television gold. Like, there are just some people that were made to be on television, and Wendy Williams and Tyra Banks are those fucking women. They're just batshit crazy, and I love it. It's so entertaining. Unfortunately, Wendy Williams is, man, oh man, that poor woman is going through a lot right now. Ginger ale, anyone? Get it? Ginger ale? Are we watching Heated Rivalries? If you're not watching Heated Rivalries, you're not an ally. Okay? I said it. I fucking said it. If you are over the age of 18, borderline over the age of 21, because some of these are like, woo! If you're not watching Heated Rivalries, you're not an ally. Okay? You don't support gay men. All right? And it shows. It fucking shows. I said it. Okay? And if you don't like that, talk to your doctor. Okay? Talk to your therapist. Whatever. Okay? But on this channel, on this space, on this platform, we love gay men. We support them. We are obsessed with them, and we worship the ground that they walk on. Okay? I love gay men so much. Oh my God, the world can't revolve without them. The world would not be able to work without gay men. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. And if you are some psychopathic freak, okay, who is like, oh my God, HBO, take this show, or I'm suing, blah, 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 die in a ditch, okay? Rot in a ditch. Because why don't you want us to be happy? I love watching these shows, and I love watching people be like, like I was watching something from The View, and I'm sorry if you love The View. I hate The View. I hate The View. In my opinion, it's just one of the worst on TV shows out there right now. I don't like it for multiple reasons. I just think there's better ways to have women in a room having conversations, in my opinion. But I was watching a clip from it, and they were talking to Joe Behar, and Joe Behar's like, "Oh, women just like love gay men. Like they don't actually like want to like." They actually want to watch them do it and like blah 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 blah. And like the women were like, "Yeah, girl. Like, hi. What planet do you live on? Like, yeah." And, like it was like Joy didn't understand the concept of wanting something that you kind of like can't have. Like, I know I can't be with these men because they don't want to be with me because I am a woman, but I don't care. Like, they're still they're still attractive, they're still hot, and I still want to hang out with them in inappropriate ways. I don't know what else to tell you. Like straight women are allowed to wanna bone gay men. Like, we can want that. It's hot. They're hot. The show's hot. It's all hot, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Um, some of us are just hardcore allies. Some of us, like, support gay men, and some of us want gay men. But no, it's just and I the another thing that I read about that I really, really loved too was that, one of the reasons why people think that women are so obsessed with this show is because it's showing that men have the capacity to be vulnerable, to be soft, to be sweet, to be tender, to be loving, to be passionate, to make those types of intimate experiences more loving and passionate and beautiful. And yeah, like it takes away the stereotype of like the alpha male, which is just bullshit and stupid anyway. In my opinion, I think gay men are more alpha. In my opinion, okay? How much more alpha can you be than a man who wants to bone another man? How much more alpha can you be? That's like, to me, that's like superior alphaism. Okay? To me, man on man on man on man on man, how much more alpha can you get? Okay? Like, the peak of alphaism, in my opinion. But what do I know? Okay? What do I know? Um, all right, last thing I want to talk about was Vanderpump Rules and just get kind of like the temperature of how everybody's kind of feeling about it. I've had so many mixed feelings about it from people. I've had some people say they love it, some people say they fucking hate it and they're never going to watch it again. I've had some people kind of be in the middle, and then I've had some people kind of like disassociate the two from each other. Um, and that's kind of how I'm dealing with it. It sounds like I'm like dealing with like a breakup. That's how kind of I interpret Vanderpump Rules right now. Is I interpret it to be its own entity, that it's a completely different show, that it has nothing to do with the old show, and I just watch it in that way. I watch it for what it is, its own thing, its own person, its own entity. I don't attach it to the old show. And I think when I do that, I get a better experience out of it than when I sit there and I just overanalyze everything. Now, do I overanalyze everything? Yeah, because I analyze it here on the goddamn show. Like, that's what, like, on my channel. Like, that's what I do over here, as I analyze TV shows. Hello. So yes, I do overanalyze it, but for entertainment, I don't. For just watching it and being silly and having fun, I do make comparisons a lot when I'm talking about it because I do see a lot of similarities, which just cracks me up. Like, I see like Lisa Vanderpump kind of like doing the math of like, okay, we need to have like a toxic couple. We got to have this. We got to have that. Okay, we didn't have a gay last time, so we got to have a gay this time. And like, she's like trying to like fix what happened last season, but what she can't stop herself from doing is supporting toxic male behavior. She can't fucking help herself. She sees a broken man and she wants to fix them so badly, and she wants to do the most with it so badly that she comes off like an ass. It happens all the time. Okay. And she's doing this with Marcus. She's making excuses for Marcus. It's like, I'm sorry, you're not going to sit there and convince me that Marcus didn't use you know, the sadness in his life to his advantage. Because when he went from talking to Lisa to when he went to the restaurant or the club or wherever the hell they were after and was talking to one of the girls there, and he has a smirk on his face, I'm like, this bitch knows what he's doing. Okay. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to like, if that pisses people off, but like, I watched Vanderpump Rules from the first inception of Sheena walking into the fucking restaurant, okay? I'm an OG VPR. I'm not some newbie here, okay? No offense. Welcome to the club. Appreciate you. You're welcome to come in. Thank you for showing us your card. But that being said, I've been around the block, okay? Multiple times, might I add. And I've watched toxic men at an Olympic level, all right? And I'm telling you, this man knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's using certain scenarios to his advantage, certain sadnesses that I don't doubt are sad in his life. But what I do doubt is that he's what I know is he's using this shit to his advantage. In my opinion, okay? And I know that sounds depressing and sad and whatever, but guess what? Men suck. All right. And they all do these stupid things. They all say these horrible things. And listen, here's the thing. I don't doubt that Marcus is sad. I don't doubt that Marcus is going through a hard time. I don't doubt that Marcus is going through heartbreak of losing both of his parents because that's depressing as hell, super super sad and horrible. What I think is happening is he's taking that sadness and he's directing it in a very negative way when he should be taking it and looking into himself and becoming a better person. He's not doing that. He's taking it and continuing his toxic behavior, continuing to be a bad person, and then using it to get out of situations that he put himself in. Am I a therapist? I don't know. Give me a call. Okay. Send me your insurance card. I'll friggin' sign you up. But that's just my opinion. Okay. And do I think Kim is toxic? Yeah, I fucking think she's toxic too. But do I think that he's the trigger to her toxicity? Yeah, I do. I think that he riles her up. I think that he knows what triggers her. He knows what pisses her off, and he uses that to his advantage to piss her off because he likes it, because he likes chaos. He likes toxicity. He likes the fun of it, and he like, I don't know, like, you're just not going to convince me of anything else when it comes to this guy. You're just not going to. I've watched Jax Taylor for too many years and I've seen it all before. All right. And I know what I see and I know what I know. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you that was going to fall off the wall. I told you. Did you listen to me? You didn't listen to me. But I told you that that was going to fall off the wall. Okay, and now here we are. It fell off the wall. But you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Did you come in and did you give me anything to help me put that back up on the wall? Did you come in and give me another tack or something else to help me fixate it onto the wall? No, you didn't. You just left it there, and now it's on the floor. I blame you. Anyway, I blame you. I blame you, dear Rita. Anyway, yeah, I'm neutral about Vanderpump Rules right now. I'm very neutral, and I'm okay staying neutral. I'm okay with staying happy and delightful in my little world. I will keep watching it for the nostalgia of it. To be quite honest with you, I I don't see why they wouldn't get another season. In my opinion, I don't. They don't. They're not doing bad enough that they shouldn't get another season, in my opinion. We're not at Beverly fucking Hills level. Oh, speaking of that, goddamn, last thing before I go. Dolores has been doing Teddy and Tamara's podcast. I think because Teddy, with her cancers and things like that. But she's cancer free, but I'm sure she's got a lot going on. Unfortunately, Teddy's been going through a lot. So Dolores has been stepping in and doing stuff, I think, with Tamara. And Dolores was talking about something that I'm like, thank you. I have been saying this for years. For years, I've been saying this. She was saying to Tamara about how Beverly Hills is the only franchise where they can get away with not talking about their life and still have a TV show for some reason. And Tamara sat there and tried to do the whole, well, with Kyle, I think this. Stop defending Kyle. Stop defending Kyle. What do you all want? Do you want to be a Kardashian? Do you want to be a Hilton? What do you want? Stop defending Kyle. I'm over it. I'm tired of the Kyle defenders. Listen, do I think Kyle is the worst housewife on the planet? Not even close. Do I think that she is this horrible human being? No, but I can't stand her. Okay, the two things can be happening at the same time. I cannot want hate towards her and vile, disgusting people to do and say stupid shit to her, but also not like her. Like, those two things can happen. It's called being an adult. All right, stop defending Kyle. I'm over it. I'm over it. She doesn't show her life, and that is on her. That is on anybody else. That is a crock of shit, in my opinion. In my opinion, that is a crock of shit. Okay? You don't get to say to the camera that the person that you were with was shy and da 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 da, and then make a music video with her where you're literally prancing around trying to go make out with her. Make it make sense, Kyle. You need to make it actually make sense, please. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Kyle has always been like this, and this cast in particular has always been like this, where they very much, in my opinion, I think Beverly Hills is one of the most cast produced franchises out of all the Housewives franchises, where the cast just wants their fingers in everything. They want to be able to manipulate storylines. They want to be able to tell the story that they want to tell. They don't just want to live life authentically on camera. They don't want to do that. These women in Beverly Hills, they want nothing to do with that. We don't have any of that anymore. We used to. We used to. It was hard, but we used to have that. Okay. In the first couple seasons, we were talking about some dark shit, guys. We were really in people's lives and it made you feel for them. It was hard. Some of the stories were hard, but when you saw these people persevere, when you saw these people got out of their trenches, and you saw these people like Taylor, okay, and Kim, and you learn about their stories, that meant something. We're not doing that over here anymore, and we haven't been. We're making shit up to make the audience try to like you. But it's like, okay, well, if you can't even edit yourself to be likable, then that must mean you're just not a likable person. But because if you can't be likable authentically and you can't be likable produced, what the hell are we doing here? So I just don't like Beverly Hills. I have not liked it for a while. I try every year to try to watch it. This is the first year where I said, nope, I'm done. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm over it. I can't anymore. They either need, and I've said this over and over and over again, over and over and over and over and over. Like anybody listens to me. Like anybody gives a shit what I have to say. Beverly Hills either needs to go or they need to restart over. In my opinion, it needs to go. They are in an area of the country where it is too much awareness, too much self awareness that they just can't. Like, it's Hollywood, it's Beverly Hills, like, it's LA, like, it's that vibe where, like, everybody's overproducing themselves, they're overthinking everything, they're online, they're in chat rooms. It's too much. It's too much. We need to go back to the smaller. In my opinion, I think they need to go do more East Coast groups. I just think the East Coast franchises are better, in my opinion. Not like not every season, but in totality, I think the East Coast franchises are just better franchises. I think they have more likability. I think they're funnier. I think they're more quick witted. I think they're more real and authentic experiences with these women. I think that they show more delusion and fun and craziness and like they're just better. They're better. I don't know. They're just better. I just think the East Coast shows of Real Housewives are better. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's all I gotta say about that. So, but yeah, I agree with Dolores. These women don't fucking show us anything about their life. It's all fake. It's all lies. None of it's real. And then they try to blame other people or other situations. And it's like, no, it's on you. It's just you're the person on the show. You're the one that makes these choices. You're the one on here. If you aren't going to show your life, if you're not going to stick to the script, get off the show. It's that simple. And Dolores said that too in the interview. If you go watch it, she said, like, there have been women that have had to have their roles taken back a little bit and been friends of because boyfriends didn't want to do something or this person didn't want to participate. And it's like, well, if you're going to be on the show, your whole family's participating, not just you. Your whole family's participating. And if they aren't going to do that, then you're not going to be a main cast member. But Beverly Hills gets to do that every single year. And I don't know what that's about. And it makes no sense to me. It's never going to make any sense to me. And I think it's okay to just say, I think it's okay to wrap this season up with a nice little fucking bow and say, see you later. We're done. We're good. We don't need, how come all these other franchises either get axed or get put on hiatus, okay, or get revamped? But Beverly Hills, that has been in the trenches for years, you guys, season after season after season, they are in the trenches in viewership. Nothing happens to them. Nothing ever happens to them. And I'm like, is Kyle like bankrolling Bravo? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, is Kathy Hilton bankrolling Bravo, bankrolling Andy Cohen? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm never going to get it. And never going to get it. Never going to get it. Okay? All right, you guys, choose kindness, even though I didn't today. Choose kindness. I love you. Go check out all my shit. Okay, go links in the bio. Go check it all out. Go visit it. Go hang out with me. If you like politics, I got that. You like pop culture, I got that. You like being silly, parenting, mom, life, blah, 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 blah. I got it all. I got it all. Okay, come hang out with me. So love you. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you guys on my next live. Bye.